Alright, so hello there, lads. I'm back with another Roblox story, and this one actually occurred in Bloxburg. So, let me start from the beginning. I was just minding my own business. I was getting some hot dogs ready so I could sell them to people because usually people will buy them and I'll get a few $1,000, even though I only asked for $1. It's a nice little trick. But so anyways, I was preparing, and then I went outside, ready to sell my hot dogs. Eventually, I came across this one hotel, I call it, who was owned by this one person who I was going to sell hot dogs to in their house. So, they told me if I wanted to stay in their hotel for free after I asked them if they wanted them hot dogs. And so I said yes. A few other people came with the girl's friend, and we stayed there. The other girl showed us around, and it was getting kind of creepy, but I like creepy, so I stood around. I already knew what was going on. So anyways, while that was happening, the first lady that we saw was talking about some stuff. Like how she had an office and like people should not go inside of it. But that's not important for now. So we stayed there for a little while. Eventually it became time for sleep, as they called it. You know, it's time for sleep. And apparently they get angry if you don't get to go to sleep, so when I was caught like outside of the sleeping area, they got mad at me a little bit. They didn't actually get mad at me that much, because there was only one of them, and they were just like confused. They were like, "What are you doing here? You should be out there." So I just went back in the room, and that was it. Eventually, when everybody got up, something mysterious started happening, because the second lady that we saw decided to take us into this room. It was like a regular room. It just had a bookcase, and that bookcase was important because behind the bookcase was a secret room that they showed us. Eventually we had to leave the room because then the actual owner would like see us and like kick us out because we're not supposed to go in there, right? So a few time went by, and everything was going well. And eventually one of them told me to follow them. I already knew what was going on. So I followed them into this little cage, and inside was like this basement, and it was normal at first. They tried to make it creepy, but then they showed this ship on the wall, and I did not like it. Well, I didn't like not like it, but I didn't know what it was. It made me weird, made me feel weird. So I pretended that I died because that's what I was supposed to do, and eventually they told me to like change how I looked. So I came back like in like a black and white sort of suit, basically trying to be a little creepy. They actually thought it was good, and they said, "Come in, new person that I haven't heard of." And then like I acted like I was a new person, and that I was a weird like creature, or like one of them trying to like possess and kill the other buddy, like the other people there. So after that occurred for a little bit, I eventually got out of the house because I was looking for the people. Since the power went out, they forgot to pay the bills. They had no money. I was gonna give them money, but they couldn't donate to them. So yeah, after I left, I actually got kicked out, and I couldn't enter the thing anymore. They just left me outside to die. So that's basically what happened. I just stopped there. I changed back into my normal, avatar, and then I left the game because I felt coming uncomfortable in like the same server for so long. It's like when like you're somewhere, you're on like a trip with your family, and you've been in like the same place for so long that like it's starting to get uncomfortable. Like if you were in your room for so long, like you've seen the same light, you want to go out, but it feels weird. It gives you like a little vibe. So yeah, that's basically all that happened. After that, I just like, that's the game. So that's all for now. See you later, lads.